when I first fell in love many years ago in secondary school, I thought this girl was the angel of my life. I would go to school with clean uniforms, put in labels, just to please flesh and blood. Do you know if that girl did not come to class, my school that day is spoiled? Like, school doesn't make sense to me anymore. The teacher will be teaching us, it's like he's speaking Swahili because that girl is not in school. And the girl told me, say, you, I love you. Remember, it was those days of extra cool. So after prayer, I will now call her and then I'll be telling her great things. You see me, I'm going to make it. And when I make it, you will make it. I became a music writer because of that girl. I thought that this girl, I was practicing Indian love. Do you know what happened to me with my Indian lover? My best friend. Oh my God. Don't cry for me. I was foolish because now I have met my real love. Some of you dying for somebody now. You don't know that God is still training your wife somewhere. You are here preparing for Valentine. They have not killed you yet, that's why. My best friend, in those days, they had these books that people used to buy. You know, these love books. You know, you buy those books and then you come and use the lyrics to those girls. Why are you saying yes? I've that to say you. So this guy bought words are very powerful. I didn't know words could manipulate people. This guy crammed all those lyrics in that book. And me, I believed that, you know, heart is heart, love is heart. Oh, they broke your heart. This guy. So me and my mind was, oh, she understands my heart. Another, yes, I'm sincere. Kai. I didn't know I have shareholders in church this morning. Someone that didn't have heart had mouth. When we were on break time in those days, our market square used to be upstairs because it's this kind of 3-story building. So this guy will keep this girl upstairs. I will be talking to her. And I will see them. But because this is my best friend, I didn't think anything to it. I'll shake him. Oh, babe. Oh, baby, how you doing? I didn't know I was. Oh, my God. Until this guy won this girl. The girl did not tell me. I was still writing songs. When I began to understand that there was a problem was when we now started doing lesson. You know, when school is on break, there's this lesson they organize. So I would attend lesson. I would discover that my damsel has come to school very early so that him and this brother, my best friend, can be together. And I had one very loyal friend, very loyal guy. He was one who opened my eyes. I was doing Indian love. He now called me to the side so that foolishness doesn't kill me. James, don't carry your baby. James, don't collect. I say it's a lie. It's impossible. You see, people who trust the heart, they are foolish people. That's what the Bible said. It's impossible. My friend? My own friend? I say it's not possible. You should stop that nonsense talk. Why are you accusing a good man like that? I didn't know good man was pressing and doing all kinds of stuff. Me, I was in love, so I was like, oh, I'm the good guy. Hey, Lado Saraba. I'm the good guy. And this girl was very smart in covering it. So when it became so glaring, and I confronted this damsel, she cried that you are accusing me. She wept. Oh, oh, my heart. Oh, nahi. I now sat down. I was telling myself, I said, God, give me a good woman. Which kind of wahala am I doing like this? I know there's a way she used to cry. When you are saying that thing, she will squeeze her hand like this. Then one tear will start coming down from here. Then Soti will now tell you, see how wicked you are. But Kai, the way that my friend told me that thing, I know there's a little discernment the soul can have. There's the reason I'm saying all this. So you will know when something has happened. So I broke up. I didn't know that my breaking up was actually part of the plan. But he cried as though I'm the one who spoiled the relationship because I trusted in my heart. Now, many years later, today men have become kings and rulers. And then I get a call because, you know, we're in this alumni group. It's only once in a while I come in there. And then I get a call from the love of my life. And I looked at the picture. Is it not this? The first question is, what was I thinking? You see, you think that thing is good because you are looking at it from this level. When you go through process, life will expose itself for what it is. You enter relationship with some people. Now, where you are standing for, you now ask yourself, what was in my mind when I was dying for this kind of person? She calls me some months ago. This thing has happened many years ago. I've forgotten totally. It's not something I even remember. Because, you know, we're in secondary school. More than how many years? And then this damsel calls me. I was crying. Oh, it's so person. Oh, I just want to apologize for what I've done to you. Mommy. So me, I was shocked. What did you do to me? There are some times people don't actually grow. If you are always stuck in the past, you cannot grow. Your body will grow, but you didn't grow. Me, where I've ascended to, I don't hold on to those petty things. I'm advancing forcefully in destiny. But somehow she was trapped in the regret. Because now when you watch the same person, you say this same person once was in my hand. So that torment kept her trapped in secondary school. Meanwhile, me have advanced. Now, the thing is that this lover that had lyrics, they now continued the relationship after secondary school. And this guy abused the hell out of her, dealt with her, all manner of degraded her until she lost her confidence in life. This girl was a walking shell, destroyed her confidence in life. I was not aware, I was not even aware that anything like that was happening. And then she calls crying because she followed her heart and her heart led her wrongly. Now, what led her astray? At the moment, whatever she felt that young man was telling her looked like the truth. So she was willing to gamble her destiny on something that time had not tried. So you see, the reason I say this is to show you that these issues of life that comes out of the heart, even your desire for God, God can never trust himself to unprocessed desire. God doesn't trust just your desire. He trusts your brokenness. God will never commit himself to a man who desires him who has not been tried. Not the God I read of in the Bible. Didn't you see when scripture say, you will seek me and find me, then there's a clause. He said, when you sought for me with all, have you ever asked yourself, how does a man seek God with all his heart? When I'm going to church, I believe I'm seeking God. No, you don't know that there are certain idols in your heart until God begins to take you through circumcision. Oh, don't you know receiving money now? Let's say you receive a breakthrough and then God said, that money, carry it and go and give. You see how he shouted? God looked at Abraham. He said, take your son. Then he now added, your only son, whom thou what? If you had told him to take Ishmael, he would have held that boy's neck. Say, the Lord has need of you, young man. Is Ishmael his son? Yes. But is Ishmael the son who he loved? No, sir. Abraham would have bounded him hand and foot. Told the servants, hold him, don't let him escape. God now demands for what his heart went after. That's what it means to seek God with all your heart. It means that the things your soul has fragmented into, God can still wield authority in those areas and you submit. Have you not read when they say, if you love father, mother, wife, he said you are not worthy, because God does not trust himself to unprocessed desire. He told me clearly, he said, I only trust the brokenness in a man. And guess what? He told me, he said, this brokenness, a man cannot walk it into himself. You cannot bring yourself to the kind of brokenness God can trust.